Superman Warworld Apocalypse was published 2 days ago with this impressive cover, presenting the finale of the Warworld saga. We last saw how Superman managed to get Algron's fire after solving the riddle and defeating the shade of Algron manifested in a warrior, controlled by the fire itself. But Superman was betrayed by Krylox, who told him to give up the fire, or Mongul was going to kill Osul and Othora, who went with Superman on his quest to claim the fire. The book opens with Midnighter, Manchester Black, and the Enchantress fighting Mongul's new champions, namely Omak and the brainwashed Apollo and Light Ray, now known as the Black Razor. Meanwhile, Superman confronts Krylox with his betrayal and tells him that he has been working with Mongul from the very beginning. Mongul says that few know about Warworld better than a scavenger like Krylox and tells Superman to give him the fire or the kids die. Superman decides to give Mongul the fire, which turned into a sword, as we saw in the last issue, but Otho attacked Mongul cause she did not want Superman to give up the fire, but Mongul grabbed her and stabbed her brother, killing him immediately. Meanwhile, at the Star Forge, Natasha Irons, Lilith the Ironsmith, and the baby known as Orphan clash with the teacher and the robot called Darling, which was reprogrammed by the teacher, who underestimated their efforts until he saw the orphan. The baby easily destroys the teacher and reunites with Darling, promising that they will never be apart again. Orphan then tells Natasha to wire the reactor into the forge in order to change Warworld's red sun into a white sun that could restore Superman's powers. Meanwhile, the enraged Superman attacks Mongul, who killed the boy, and said that Bailaish, the storyteller, once said that Warworld grew from this fire, so it is not just strength, it is life, and it belongs to the best and the bravest. With that, Superman stabbed Osul Ra with the dagger and resurrected him. Mongul did not believe what Superman did and told him that he wasted the fire to resurrect that boy, knowing that his power will be lost forever and will surely die. Meanwhile, Midnighter and Manchester Black struggle to stand their own against the powerful Apollo, who was controlled by the teacher's implants through his nervous system, so they must be taken out to free him of that control. But Apollo's skin is near impossible to cut with an accelerated healing factor, making it mission impossible to cure him. Suddenly, they were all interrupted by what seemed to be the arrival of the Justice League. Cyborg and Martian Manhunter managed to restrain Apollo, and Cyborg injected him with the cure, but Apollo blasted Cyborg and ripped the teacher's implants off his back, revealing that the Justice League was just an illusion created by Manchester Black to help Apollo break free. Back at the Star Forge, Orphan says that this is the place where Warworld's sun is born, and once it is replaced with the Genesis reactor, it will be nourished by the blood of the god of the first world, but they can't get any closer, cause they won't survive the heat. Suddenly, they were attacked by the Warzoons, who opened fire and shot Lilith. Knowing that he was going to die, Lilith made the ultimate sacrifice and placed the reactor, changing the red sun into a white sun. Meanwhile, Superman was still fighting Mongul and managed to take him down, but Mongul blasted him and thought that he finally killed him, but Superman blasted him back with his powers fully restored by the white sun, thanks to Lilith's sacrifice. Suddenly, Mongul was attacked from behind and was killed immediately by no one other than Krylox, who was also empowered by the White Sun, along with all the Phallusons on Warworld, remarking that he has found a fire of his own. Black Razor then rushed into the Star Forge, but was followed by Omak, who refused to give it up on her, cause he believed that Light Ray was still in there. He held her, and together they were exposed to the white sun, which redeemed Light Ray and freed her from the corpse of the demon named Mother, but Omak could not make it. Later on, Krylox explained that he needed the fire of Ulgron to kill Mongul, but could not reach it on his own, so he let Mongul discover the existence of the Phallusons on Warworld and their ties to Krypton, then gave him few hundred rubles to convince him of his loyalty. Superman told Krylox that he sacrificed his own people to kill Mongul, but Krylox said that it was a price he was willing to pay, and said that he taught Mongul the secrets of the Genesis and the Necropolis, and in return, Mongul brought him to the weapon needed to kill him, namely Superman. Krylox then said that there are others who have to answer for the raising of his homeland, and said that he counts Superman as a friend and ally, but Superman did not feel the same. Krylox then used Mongul's orphan box to teleport away. Superman's X-ray vision returned, and he saw the white sun burning in the Star Forge. He also saw the fallen comrades, and those who are still alive. He won the battle and freed Warworld. The book ends with Superman going back home and surprising Lois, who was waiting for him and writing about how much she missed him. Although the run should have been wrapped up earlier, I still like the finale. Let me know what you think about this book, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching and have a nice one.